In this tutorial, we are going to animate a water fountain. We have with us a background with a water fountain and a nice landscape behind it. We have another layer on top which is called animation. We have already converted the fountain layer to a symbol using F8, and we have also set up our timeline at 75 frames. Now let's double click on the fountain so we enter the symbol. You will see 3 layers here. We have added another layer called layer 26. The older 3 layers are the fountain divided in parts. We now draw a rectangle using the rectangle tool. The shortcut is R. Our rectangle needs a color change, so we go to Properties, Object, Color and Style, Fill. We choose a different color from the palette here. Now we need to change our rectangle into flowing shape of water in the fountain. The shapes look kind of convincing for the flowing water. We now need to change the color of the water. Again we go to Properties, Object, Color and Style, Fill. On clicking the fill box, you will notice that the cursor arrow is replaced by a dropper. We move the dropper to the big basin of the fountain and click on the blue inside it. This is the color we want for the rest of the water in our fountain animation. So we select this and go back to the color palette. We can now see the shade of the blue that we had selected at the top left of the color palette window. We select the code which is right next to the shade of blue and copy it by Ctrl C. Next we select our shape which is over the top basin of the fountain. Go back to the color palette and click on the drop down menu that says solid color. From the menu that shows, we select Radial Gradient. Next we select the leftmost pointer on the gradient scale we see in the window. We now paste the code we had copied earlier in the box above the gradient scale, just as seen in the video. Next, we make some adjustments to our gradient for it to work the way we want to. Please follow the video carefully so you don't miss anything. We go to the right pointer and set the alpha at 60%. Then we go to the left pointer and set the alpha again at 60%. And for the center pointer, we keep the alpha at 50%. Next, we go to the Gradient Transform tool. The shortcut is F and we scale our gradient up as seen in the video. Let's follow the video for the size and position of the gradient that we are scaling up. You will notice that the gradient is placed way above the object it is filling. This is what gives us the effect we want. We now go to layer 26 and add a keyframe on frame 21. On this keyframe, we move the gradient filled down. Let's match the position of the gradient in the video. We select a few frames between 1 and 21, right-click on any one and choose Create Shape Tween from the pop-up menu. We can see the gradients moving. Now let's try putting it in a loop. We can now see the gradients being animated. Next, we create a new layer 27. We draw a new rectangle. You can see that our new rectangle has the same fill we used for the earlier one. We lock and hide this layer for time being. We now go back to layer 26, which has our first animation on it, and add a new layer over this. This layer is 28. We are going to draw some shapes on this layer using the brush tool. We want them to look like highlights on the flowing water. We go to the brush tool, the shortcut is B. Then we select the color we want to use by going to Properties, Tool, Color and Style, Fill. Please select a shape that is close to the one selected in the video. Once we are happy with our highlight shape, we select it and copy it using Ctrl C and paste it in place using Ctrl Shift V. We then move it to the right. Let's follow the video for the position. Now we lock all the layers except layer 28 on which we have our newly drawn shapes and we start creating a pattern. Let's follow the video for this. Once we have 4 highlights copied in a row, we can select them and create a group. The shortcut is Ctrl G. We then move them down as seen in the video. We then make more copies of these groups and place them as they are being placed in the video. Once all the copies are made and placed, we select the groups using Ctrl A and convert them to a symbol using F8 and we call it patterns. Next, we enter the pattern symbol by double-clicking on any of the groups. Once we are inside the symbol, we are going to make more copies of this group. Let's again follow the video for this and try to match it for the number of copies in their positions as far as possible. We now exit the symbol by clicking on the Fountain tab as seen in the video. And on layer 28, we add a keyframe on frame 21 using F6 and we drag this grid of copies that we have created down. Let's try to match the position. In the video, we can see the first and the last position of the grid by flipping between frames 20 and 21. We adjust the position so that they flow well when animating. Now on the same layer 28, we select a few frames between frame 1 and frame 21. Right click on any one and choose Create Classic Tween from the pop-up menu. Let's see what our animation looks like by pressing enter. Next, we add a new layer on top of layer 28. Then we go to keyframe 1 on layer 26 and holding down the Alt key, we drag up to layer 29, keyframe 1. We then remove the shape tween by right clicking on some in between frames and choosing Remove Shape Tween in the pop-up menu, just like seen in the video. Now we right click on layer 29 and choose Mask from the drop-down menu. You will notice that only the patterns inside our flowing water shape can be seen. We add another layer again, which is layer 30, and we copy keyframe 1 again. From layer 26, we drag it to layer 30 frame 1. Moving ahead, we remove the shape tween on layer 30 exactly as we had done on layer 29 earlier. Then we select our first shape as seen in the video, go to color palette and make the adjustment in the gradient as seen in the video. We add a keyframe on frame 11 and move our gradient down as seen in the video. Then we select keyframe 1 and holding down the Alt key, we drag it to the last keyframe, which is frame 21. After we select some in-between frames at random as seen in the video. We right click on them and choose Create Shape Tween in the pop-up menu. Now we go to the new rectangle that we had drawn and hidden earlier. That's our layer 27, keyframe 1. We distort and adjust the shapes as we had done for the first shape of flowing water. Please make sure you follow the video for the second shape of flowing water, which flows from the middle basin to the bigger one at the bottom. And after the shape is done, make sure you follow the video for the gradient as well. Now we add a keyframe on frame 21 and we move down our gradient just like we had done for the smaller shape at the top. Please follow the video. Then we select a few frames between the first and the last frames on layer 27. Right click and choose Create Shape Tween from the pop-up menu as seen in the video. Next, we add a new layer 31 and hide our patterns layer, which is layer 28. We select it and holding down the Alt key, we drag it up to layer 31. Let's lock all the other layers except layer 31 and click the icon for Edit Multiple Frames. Please see the video to locate this icon. We then select our frames using Ctrl A and move them down to the position in the video. Then we use the Scale and Rotate tool, shortcut is Ctrl plus Alt plus L, and scale it up to 110%. Then we do the same scale up one more time and a third time. We create a new layer 32 and copy our shape from layer 27 holding down the Alt key to this new layer. Then right click in between the first and the last frames at random and choose Remove Shape Tween from the pop-up menu bar. Once Shape Tween is removed, we again right click layer 32 and choose Mask from the menu. We again create a new layer 33 and copy the frames from layer 27 to this layer just as we had done for layer 32. Remove Shape Tween. We now go to the color palette and adjust the gradient as seen in the video. We then add a keyframe on frame 11. We bring the gradient down on this key as seen in the video. We then copy the first keyframe to the last keyframe, select a few in between frames and right-click on them and add Shape Tween from the menu. We now add two new layers, 34 and 35, and again we copy our keyframe 1 from layer 27 to frame 1 on the new layer 34. And remove Shape Tween. And we copy our keyframe 1 from layer 26 to frame 1 on new layer 35 and remove Shape Tween. We now select the bigger water flowing shape at the bottom, which is on layer 24. Go to Modify Shape, Soften Fill Edge. We keep 50 as the value for both distance and number of steps. Next, we select the smaller water flowing shape at the top, which is on layer 35. We go to Modify Shape, Soften Fill Edges and repeat the values as we've done for the earlier shapes. We then convert both our shapes to symbols by selecting each one and using F8 and call the first one Glow 1 and the second one Glow 2. Please see the video to be on the same page. We are now going to add keyframes to frame 11 on both layers 34 and 35 as seen in the video. Then we select both symbols and using the Scale and Rotate tool, we scale them up to 105%. The shortcut is Ctrl plus Alt plus Else. Next we copy keyframe 1 on layer 34 and holding down the Alt key, we drag it to the last frame on the timeline, which is frame 21. We do the exact same process on layer 35. Then we select some in between frames randomly from both layers 34 and 35, and by right clicking on any one frame, we choose Create Classic Tween from the pop-up menu. It's time for a new layer again, layer 36. We draw an ellipse over the bigger basin using the Oval tool. We adjust it so that it fits right on the rim of the big basin at the bottom of the fountain. We go to Modify, Shape, Soften Fill Edges. We keep the value at 50 again for both distance and number of steps. Then we convert it to a symbol by selecting it and using F8. We then add a keyframe on frame 11 and using the Scale and Rotate tool, we scale it up to 105%. We again select frame 1 on layer 36 and holding down the Alt key, we drag it to the last frame on the timeline, and once again we select some random frames between the first and the last keyframe, right click on any one and choose Create Classic Tween. We now exit the symbol by clicking on the Scene 1 tab and pressing the Enter key. We can take a quick look at our animation. The animation seems to be working. We now press Ctrl Enter to expose an SWF for our final review. The animation is surely working well. Hope you found this tutorial helpful. Thank you.